What would you think if a top doctor told you that you should be grateful for merely walking in the garden with your son was already a miracle? On that cold winter night in London in 2016, Santiago Cazorla stared at his nearly necrotic right ankle, where an entire 8-centimeter tendon was missing. The doctor's words were like a cold scalpel, attempting to sever his last bond with football, the biggest suspense in his life. Tonight, accompanied by the flickering firelight and this gentle story, let us walk into his real life. In the world of football, some players symbolize strength, while he represents the optimism that blooms even in despair. His life is a soft yet resolute melody, beginning with youthful talent, drifting through long dark tides, and ending with the most soothing requiem. His iconic smile never faded even after 10 surgeries, the calm only those who have faced the abyss possess. Now close your eyes, and through this gentle narration, touch the transparent, shining soul hidden behind all the pain. The crack in his fate quietly appeared in a friendly match back in 2013, yet he chose to confront destiny in silence. During the game against Chile, he suffered an ankle fracture. That tiny crack became the source of all his future suffering. To avoid disappointing fans, he kept playing through injury, every touch of the ball like dancing on broken glass. The piercing pain lingered day and night, but he always wore a bright smile before matches, as if his injuries were merely a trivial joke from fate. Over time, to endure the agony, he relied on heavy painkillers before every game, until his ankle grew numb and senseless. In the Champions League in October 2016, he started for the last time, before being unable to stand in the second half. The medical team underestimated his condition at first, diagnosing only common inflammation. Unaware deadly bacteria had eroded deep into his bones. After thorough examinations in Sweden, severe infection and tissue decay were found, spreading dangerously close to his bone marrow. The doctor told him gravely, if treatment had been delayed a few more days, his right foot would have to be amputated to save his life. For a man who built his career on his feet, it was fate's cruelest verdict, drowning him in fear and despair. To mend the cracks in his body and life, he embarked on a grueling 636-day journey beyond human physical limits. In a private clinic in Salamanca, he endured 8 major surgeries, teetering constantly between hope and despair. Due to massive loss of skin and tendons on his right ankle, doctors transplanted skin from his left arm to cover the decaying wound. By coincidence, the transplanted skin once bore the tattoo of his daughter's name. From then on, the mark of his beloved family stayed forever on his injured ankle. On countless lonely nights, he lay alone in a cold ward, staring at his daughter's name on his wound to sustain his broken spirit. Post-surgical pain tortured him repeatedly, waking him up at midnight as he questioned whether all the suffering was worthwhile. Yet, in every moment of confusion, he chose to persist gently and firmly. Football was never just a job, but as essential as breathing. At the start of his recovery, he learned to walk again with crutches, every step pulling at his damaged flesh with excruciating pain. His persistence, seen as stubbornness by others, was the last dignity of this football magician. During his darkest days, his manager called him every month. Everyone knew that returning to his prime was little more than a distant fantasy. Born gentle and reserved, his quiet temperament was shaped by the simple land and culture of northern Spain. Blessed with ambidextrous mastery and unique all-round talent, he moved across the pitch like an elegant waltz dancer. When his contract expired in 2018, he left London silently, with no farewell ceremony and no official speech, leaving quietly. The whole world believed that such a severely injured veteran would retire or join low-intensity leagues for an easy final chapter. No one expected him to return to his childhood club Villarreal, volunteering for trials to chase his unfinished dream. The coach looked at his scarred ankle with tearful eyes and asked softly, "Can you still run? Can you still play?" He still wore his signature warm smile. "As long as I can touch a football, all pain will fade away." In August 2018, a huge magic box was wheeled to the center of the stadium. As the box opened, he stepped back onto his familiar pitch, like a miracle. It was one of the most touching comebacks in football history. He shed no tears, only turning quietly to embrace the grass he had missed for so long. In the face of burning passion, all medical verdicts and injury chains crumbled, and every scar became a medal of honor. Haunted by amputation fears and irreversible injuries, how did this aging player climb back to the peak of La Liga? In his second season back at his hometown club, he gave an answer that stunned the whole of Europe. He became the team's core, scoring 15 goals and providing 11 assists in a single season, setting the best record of his career. Having survived life-threatening harm, his style became more restrained, delicate and precise. He cherished every step as a gift granted by fate. He scored against top giants and danced gracefully on elite courts, earning spontaneous applause even from opposing fans. At the age of 34, he was called up to the Spanish national team again. Sitting quietly in the locker room in his red jersey, he was overwhelmed with emotions. Throughout his long recovery, he never complained about unfair fate, nor boasted about the hardships of repeated surgeries. After every match, he treated young fans with kindness, signing autographs and sharing warm words to pass on courage and passion. His powerful heart, transcending pain and life-or-death struggles, came from self-healing through countless quiet nights and gentle reconciliation with his scars and regrets. His half-life journey proves that for those with a pure and steadfast soul, time and suffering can never leave permanent damage. After leaving Europe's top leagues, he continued his football career in Qatar, still passionate and tireless. The diminutive 1.65-meter man remained humble and mild, hugging every ball boy before kickoff and embracing all the beauty in life. Looking back on his life, it is a gentle paradox evolving from brokenness to wholeness. He once wondered, if that ankle fracture had never happened, would his life have been smoother? The answer lies in every elegant touch and precise pass he delivers on the pitch. He fought for the man once told he might never walk normally again, and for every ordinary soul clinging to hope amid hardship. True miracles need no cheers or fanfare, only the quiet courage to stand up again and again after falling. His story is profound and warm. Forged in darkness, it finally blooms in light, comforting every wandering heart. The night deepens, and the world calms down. Distant lights flicker, just like his soft, unforgettable legacy in football. Follow this peaceful story, let go of distractions, and drift into deep, tranquil sleep. May you carry the same gentle optimism for the rest of your days, fearing no pain and no hardship. Good night, in this quiet, tender, and powerful night.